Welcome to KiniNews. I'm your host Prasad. Ke Ting has been released on bail and the Court of Appeal will later set a hearing date to hear the merits of her appeal.
Ke Ting has cleared the first hurdle to appeal against her 6-year jail sentence and 6,000 ringgit fine for reckless driving that killed 18 cyclists in Johor in 2017. The clerk also gets to stay out of custody pending the disposal of her appeal.
Saya memfailkan untuk pihak sekarang ni dia pesalah lah sebab dia dah disabit pesalah untuk dia memfailkan notis rayuan dalam masa 14 hari.
A 3-person Court of Appeal bench unanimously allowed the 27-year-old's leave to appeal during open court proceedings this morning. The court also maintained her existing 10,000 ringgit bail in one surety. As the reckless driving case initially originated at the Magistrates Court rather than the Sessions Court, she needed to obtain leave from the Court of Appeal before she could proceed with the appeal. On Wednesday last week, the Johor Bahru High Court overturned her acquittal for reckless driving. Judge Abu Bakar Qatar also denied an application by Sam's lawyers for a stay of the sentence pending appeal.
Sam did not get a chance to speak to reporters after she was released, but her lawyer did. This is what he told us.
Ke Ting, through her lawyer Muhammad Faizal Mokhtar, said she is disappointed with the criticism hurled against the judiciary when her acquittal was overturned. Faizal said his client is a law-abiding citizen who believes in the sovereignty of the law and concurs with any decision of the court, while still exercising her right to appeal. The lawyer also said that his client, while expressing sympathies with the families of the deceased, is fighting to clear her name in the case.
Dan dia melahirkan rasa kecewa apabila pihak menyalahkan pihak sistem kehakiman. Apabila dia menang, pihak maknanya macam bila dia kalah je sistem kehakiman rosak dan sebagainya. Jadi bagi Ke Ting, kes dia sebenarnya bukan satu isu perkauman, ianya adalah isu sejagat.
Earlier today, a 3-person Court of Appeal bench unanimously allowed the 27-year-old's leave to appeal during open court proceedings this morning.
Veteran lawyer Shafi Abdullah knows how to win cases, and in case you missed it over the weekend, he has offered to help Ke Ting in her appeal for free.
Lawyer Muhammad Shafi Abdullah has offered to represent Ke Ting in her final appeal at the Court of Appeal and to do so on a pro bono basis. In 2017, Ke Ting ran into a road accident killing 8 teenagers on bicycles. She had been previously acquitted by the Magistrates Court but had it overturned by the High Court last Wednesday. Furthermore, she was denied bail and stay of execution pending her leave for appeal. Shafi says that he strongly believes she needs to be defended, along with how her appeal should be heard expeditiously. He also hopes that she be granted bail, for it will help her better prepare for her appeal with her lawyers. Wanting to deliver a message about justice, Shafi is willing to represent Sam for free. Along with this, MCA and DAP have also offered legal aid to her.
Amanah Chief Mat Sabu is taking a more optimistic approach compared to Nurul Izzah, who said Harapan will lose the next 2 elections before it can win again. Mat Sabu is looking to make more friends to solidify the opposition.
Amanah President Muhammad Sabu said his party will continue to make more friends from opposition parties under the Big Tent concept. This is so they can go up against BN and Perikatan Nasional as their common enemy. Muhammad said uniting the opposition is necessary for Amanah to perform its duties to the people. Last week, Permatang Pau MP Nurul Izzah Anwar said Pakatan Harapan should expect to lose another 2 general elections before having a chance at winning. In an interview with Sinar Harian, Nurul Izzah said it would take time to craft a new product for the public, especially those who are unhappy with Harapan's short stint in Putrajaya. Prior to the Johor state election, PKR President Anwar Ibrahim had called for a united opposition front, although Warisan and Pejuang ultimately fielded their own lineups and suffered a major loss. PKR also continued the party's losing streak by only winning 1 out of 20 seats in Johor, and Harapan ended up with 12 out of 56 seats.
Being a Tan Sri will not spare one from being prosecuted for allegedly exploiting or practicing forced labour of domestic workers, as we'll see in our next story.
The Human Resources Ministry will seek the prosecution of 2 high-profile former employers of Indonesian domestic workers. Their alleged employment practices reflected exploitation and forced labour. Speaking to Malaysia Kini, its Minister M. Saravanan said the 2 cases have been forwarded to the Attorney General's chamber to seek prosecution. Stating that the former employers were high-profile, he described one to be a Tan Sri in his 70s and the other as a retired high-ranking police officer. In January, Malaysia Kini reported that an Indonesian domestic worker who had fled her healthy employers from their Kota Damansara home intended to sue for 12 years of unpaid wages. She eventually received a payment of over 100,000 ringgit from the Tan Sri, who cannot be named at this point for legal reasons. Unwilling to divulge more, Saravanan said if the Attorney General decides that a case could be brought against them, their identities would be made public. Indonesian Ambassador to Malaysia Hermono welcomed the news of the minister's decision to respond to case profiles he had shared with the minister at a recent meeting. However, he urged the enforcement be carried out on all cases with no special focus on high-profile ones.
The debate we've all been waiting for will be held in next month. Anwar Ibrahim in one corner to face Najib Abdul Razak.
The much-anticipated debate between former Premier Najib Abdul Razak and opposition leader Anwar Ibrahim has been set for May 12 this year. It will be held at University Malaya's Dewan Tuanku Chancellor at 9 p.m. The debate will include 3 sections of 30 minutes each. The first one being a debate on the financially troubled Sapura Energy Berhad, second on other current affairs involving Malaysia, and then finally a question and answer session. During the Q&A, questions will be taken from attendees including netizens online. Some supporters of Anwar and Najib as well as members of the ordinary public are invited to attend the event physically. Moreover, all media outlets are invited to attend and cover the debate, though their official media partners will be announced soon. At a press conference today, PKR Information Chief Fahmi Fadzil and Najib's representative Isham Jalil confirmed the above and noted how this debate is a sign of political maturity that should be embraced by Malaysians.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTV.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Prasad. Thank you for watching.